Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey. So if you read the title, we're going to be learning how to make our own baddies and how to send them into Baddie Haven Academy. And let's stop blabbering, let's get straight into the video. Now, there's two different applications you can use. You can use Procreate or you can use PixArt. Both of them, they're like photo editing / drawing applications. You can choose whichever one you want. Mind you, Procreate you do have to pay for, so just keep that in mind. After you choose your drawing application, you're going to go online and you're going to visit FunBlindBag.info, and this is where you can find all of my information, and you're going to click the first button, which is my website, which is FunBlindBag.com. Once you go here, you're going to click the free template section and scroll all the way down until you find the Baddie Creator section. Then you're going to click download now, and this is where you're going to find your application and all of the things you need to create your baddie. I do have a tutorial on my channel if you want to know how to make your own baddie, but today I'm just going to show you how to send your baddie into Baddie Haven Academy. Now you're going to notice this little new thing that I just added. This is a template to show you the exact size of some of the characters on the show, and you're gonna see we have a little outline of Gerald, Molly, Wendy, and Zuzu. You can just download that and you can use it as a template if you want to, just so you can get an idea of how tall or short you want to make your baddie. And just a FYI, the Baddie Haven Academy school is only for girls, so please hold off on making guys. If you do want to make your girl as tall as Gerald, you can definitely do that, but unfortunately Baddie Haven Academy is only for the ladies. So as you can see, I downloaded the template and it's in my photo section. So now we're going to send this to our drawing application. And for today, I'm just going to use Procreate just because, I feel more comfortable using it. And you're just going to click new canvas, and I'll flash on the screen the exact size canvas that I use. If you don't want to open a new canvas, you can even just open up the photo, and the photo that I use is the exact size of the canvas that I use. So I'm just going to open it on PixArt so I can give you an idea of how everything is going to look. You can just click select photo, and I'm just going to click the photo that I want, which is the template, and you're going to open it, and boom, this is the exact size that I use, and you don't have to make it larger or shorter. This is the exact size so you can get started and make your character from there. Now if you already made your character and you just want to see, okay, how tall is my character going to be, you can just stretch them out, make them larger, and you will get an idea of how tall they are going to be. So this is our rabbit Katie, and you're gonna notice that she is a little taller than Molly and a lot shorter than Gerald. And if you make your character larger, just notice how the head looks a little large. You don't really want your character's head to be too large. I would hope that your character's head is not too small or too large. So if you do need to use the template to give yourself a little range to see, okay, are they gonna look out of place on the show, you can definitely use my template to help you out during your character creation process. Just a little FYI, if you already sent a character, you don't have to change their head shape at all. Everyone's character is perfectly fine, so please do not feel like you need to change it. So yeah, let's get back to the video. As you can see, I'm just showing you quickly how I made our character Katie, and I made her avatar based off of Katie, one of our viewers on the show on TikTok. Shout out to you. Unfortunately, please guys do not ask me, oh, can you make me an avatar, because I don't have the time to do that. I just made Katie's character real quick because I did need to make this video, and I was like, you know what, why not, let me just make Katie, because I just needed to put this video out just to help anyone who needs help figuring out how to send in your application for Baddie Haven Academy. Before we move on to the next part of our process, which is saving your avatar, I just wanted to give you guys a little insight. If you are using a canvas that is vertical, which is up and down, horizontal is flat left and right, but vertical is up and down, you're going to notice that if you want to use your template, it's going to look short. And what you can do is make it larger. And we're going to base everything by how Gerald is, and we want Gerald's character, his size, to go all the way from the top of the page all the way to the bottom. Now it's not exactly touching the top and bottom, it has a little space on the top and bottom, so I'm just letting you guys know that if you're drawing on a vertical canvas, all you have to do is stretch it out until Gerald is to the top and bottom of the page, and then you'll get an idea of how tall your character is going to be. And again, she is just a little taller than Molly and definitely shorter than Gerald, so just keep that in mind when you're using your little template to, you know, get the size of your character. So once you're done creating your character, now we're going to save your character. And there's a specific way that I would like you guys to save it. And first, we're going to get rid of any words. We don't really want any words on it. And we're also going to get rid of the background. And this is how we want our character to be saved. And the reason for that is because once it's time to put your character on the show, it's easier for me to, you know, move them around. Now, once you save it, there's different options and different ways to save it. We're going to save it as a PNG, not a PDF, not a JPEG, a PNG. And there's a reason why we want it to be PNG. We're going to notice that once you save it as PNG and you go to your photos, the character is going to have no background. And this is exactly how we want our character to be. Now, if you were to click JPEG, it's gonna give you an automatic white background. Now, why does this happen? I'm not really sure why, but all I know is that whenever you save it as a JPEG, it sends it with a automatic white background. Now I'm going to click on the image that we saved as PNG, and this is exactly how we want it. As you can see, she's on the show already. We don't have to do anything. She's perfect and she's ready to use. But if you save that as a JPEG, again, it automatically gives it a white background, and it's going to be harder for me to have them on the show because once it comes to me cutting the background off, because I have the iPhone version 16.1, you can automatically remove the background by just holding on it and saving the image. But you're going to notice that the image that's saved, even though some of the white background was removed, there's some parts that weren't really removed, like around the hair. And you're going to notice that around the edges, some of the edges weren't really removed properly. And sometimes the body parts of your animals or your characters and even some parts of their clothes can be removed. And I don't really want your character design to be messed up. So if you want your character to have like a nice crisp cutout, I would suggest saving it as a PNG to save you all the time and effort. As you can see, her legs, her shoes, everything is clean. Now let's compare it with the JPEG image. Some parts of her hair is not even cut out, and even some parts of her shoes, they cut it out accidentally. So just keep that in mind. Please save it as a PNG. It's going to save so much time and your work is going to be clean. Look at that, the skirt, it's cut out a little bit, but the PNG image, everything is clean and crisp, and that's how we want it to be. So again, PNG is definitely the way to go. So let's move on to the next part of the process, which is downloading the application itself. Just like how you downloaded the little chart, the little sizing chart, you're going to do the same with the application, and the little Polaroid over there, it goes with the application. So I would suggest downloading both of those. So once you have everything saved and downloaded, you're going to go back to your drawing application and you're going to click open photo, and you're going to open the photo of your Baddie Haven Academy application. And then you're going to also open up your Polaroid your Polaroid photo, and you're going to open up your Baddie. Now, make sure that the Polaroid is above your Baddie and make sure your Baddie is in between. So when you're putting your Baddie into the Polaroid, it's going to be underneath everything. Now, once you size your Baddie the way that you want her to be in the Polaroid photo, then you're going to erase her body and anything else that is outside of the Polaroid. And after you do that, then you're going to get your Baddie again and you're going to put her to the side of the application, and it's the open space right over here. Their body can be cut out, it does not matter. You can make their full body from head to toe show, or you can just make the top of their body show. However you want your Baddie to look on their application is up to you. So after you do that, the fun part is coming up, which is writing out your application. And you're going to give her her own name. I would suggest not making it the same name as your name. I would suggest giving her her brand new name, age, birthday, and nationality. Again, please do not put any of your personal information on here. This is a fictional character that we're making, and definitely have fun making your application, your Baddie, and everything. And before we continue, you can use any color like ink that you want, but I would suggest using a color that's not too bright. Like, please don't use like a yellow color or anything like that. I would suggest using darker colors, but you can go crazy. You can use any color in the rainbow. As long as it's not too bright, then it will be acceptable. But I'm just gonna fast forward this part because, this was just random information that I was putting. And after that, we're going to move on to the next part of our process. Alright, so once you're done writing in all of your information for your Baddie, then what we're going to do is design your application. Now this part is optional, you don't have to put your own stickers or anything like that, but this is just if you want to be a little creative and fun with your application. I'm going to go in my photos and I'm just going to look for some stickers and some stuff that I can put on my application. And before I continue, by the way, I didn't say this in the last explanation video, but that's okay. This is a new video for a reason. Now, when it comes to decorating your application, please leave the space where that little sticker thing is. I'll circle it so you know what I'm talking about. I would suggest leaving this space blank because this is where I'm going to stamp your application to say if you're approved or unapproved. But if you sent in an application in the past, or if you already have your application filled out and you're just waiting for September 1st when you're going to send out your application, it's okay. You're not going to get any deductions or anything like that. This is the first time I'm explaining this part. So if you already filled in that part, then definitely don't feel like threatened. Your spot in Baddie Haven Academy is not going to be compromised. So definitely have fun, add your own stickers. I was adding the stickers at random at this point because I wasn't really trying to be super creative. This is just a little example that I'm making for you guys. You can go crazy. You can add a lot of stickers. You can add a little. And by the way, Katie, I'm sorry, you cannot use this application to enter into Baddie Haven Academy. I don't think that would be fair. For anyone who, did this on their own, please, guys, do your own work. Do not ask anyone to make your baddie. This is about having fun. It's okay if your baddie doesn't look like Leonardo da Vinci's work. Like, we're just having fun. This is all about having fun. So definitely be creative and take your time. We have up until September 1st all the way to the end of September to send in your Baddie application. So if you're thinking about entering into Baddie Haven Academy, there is a set end date. And the reason why I have to make an end date is because last time I just made it like extended. I didn't even add an end date, so I was just getting constant applications, and that's why it took me a long time to review everything, because there was just so many applications. So yeah, you have a month, guys, from September 1st all the way until September, 31st? I think they have a 31st of September, but definitely, take your time. You have a whole month to, make your own baddie. So, no, and by the way, there is no September 31st, it's September 30th. So, yeah, definitely take your time. Don't feel like you're rushed. You have a whole month to get this done, and hopefully, you get chosen and you can be a part of Baddie Haven Academy. So yeah, we're done with this little example application. Again, it doesn't have to be like too extravagant. Like, you can do whatever you want. This is your application, so have fun. When it comes to saving it, you can save it as a JPEG or a PNG, but I just automatically save as PNG because that's what I'm used to saving it as. And after everything is done, you're just going to look at your application again. Make sure it's exactly the way that you want it to be sent. Just giving a little heads up, there's not going to be a giveaway for this application process because there's some people who's sending more than one baddie, and I don't think it's fair if, multiple people, have a higher chance of winning if one person is just sending one baddie. So, just keep that in mind. You can send as much as you want, but just a heads up, there is no giveaway for this application process. So after that, we're going to send our application through Gmail. If you don't have a Gmail, I would suggest asking your mom or your dad or your guardian. And you're going to send it to a specific email that I didn't release yet. I'm going to release it as soon as September 1st hits. And once you send it to the proper email, you're going to then name your subject. You can name the subject anything you want. So after you do that, you're going to click the paperclip at the bottom and you're going to click your application and your baddie. You're going to send both your application and your baddie because I need your baddie separately from the paper so that if you are accepted, I can easily just add her to the show. So definitely send both of them. And once you do that, you're finished. That's all you have to do to enter the application process for Baddie Haven Academy. If you would like more insight on what Baddie Haven Academy is just one of the schools in the Peppa Pig Baddie show. We didn't show the school off yet because it's going to come in future episodes. But if you would like to be in future episodes, that school is only for the girls who are in Baddie Haven Academy. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope you can join the application process. If there's any other questions you have, definitely leave it in the comment section below and I will answer it to the best of my ability. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you want to, only if you want. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.